Today's episode's brought to you by Factor. Factor's gonna get you those meals that'll make you feel real good. Also, today we're brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies are the undies that I have on me. Let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Ghost and Crendor.
Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording.
Wake your ass up! It's the Crendor in the morning!
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
You.
Is that the ghost of podcast past?
It is.
Oh, what brave, terrible news do you have for us, ghost?
You're allowed 600 tweets per day.
I heard it was upgraded to 1,000 because people were complaining to Elon and there are no rules, actually.
I don't know. I didn't actually hit the limit because I closed the app and don't care to look at it.
I actually did too. The minute I saw that it was limited, I was like, well, I want to see if people respond to stuff, so I don't want to waste it scrolling through Twitter. So I guess I won't use Twitter. And I'll be honest, the last 24 hours, I think I've logged in like 3 times. And it was just to see if anyone responded to anything that I posted. So if it was worth me responding to them, I could do so. Otherwise, I haven't. I don't know if any of y'all out there are tweeting cool stuff, because I am like, I can't go there. If I click it, then I'll lose the ability to even log in, and then I can't post it. I have to post for my business. What a mess.
That is a mess. And it's also just dumb. Like it. But they want you to upgrade to the verified Twitter Blue or whatever, so you get like 6,000 views per day, or I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not going to pay for the use of any social media ever. It's just not going to happen. It's like, no, I'm all right.
And then everyone else is just like, we're going to Blue Sky. And I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I don't want to go.
I've already been on Blue Sky, and my I post when I post stuff on Twitter that I think is promotional, but like, yeah, I think we've said this before on this very podcast.
Yeah.
If Twitter dies, that is my cue to just hand over all my social media to my team here at the office and be like, Kendra, you handle it. I don't want to look. I don't want to be on it. If something cool happens, tell me about it and I'll go write a thing. But other than that, like, nah, I'm all right.
That's the way to do it. Honestly, the only reason I've even looked at Twitter is for NBA free agency.
But even then, you look through and then it would be like, sorry, you've reached your free agency limit.
Yeah, well, then I just have to like look elsewhere. Like, damn, that sucks.
I will say I spend more time these days, even though I don't interact at all. Like, I don't post much, but I'll go on Reddit. And like last night, I was in bed watching the Wholesome Memes subreddit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm feeling pretty good about it. It was very wholesome. I watched a video where a bunch of British dudes called their dude friends and were like, hey, bruv, I love you, man. And they were like, what? Why are you calling me, bruv? And he's like, I just want to say it. And he's like, there's anything wrong, man. He's like, no, I just want to say it, bruv. He's like, hey, man, I love you too. And I was like, it's so sweet. That's what I was watching.
I did not expect that to be the thing you were doing.
That's what I have moved on from the more dramatic elements of the internet, and I'm just kind of like over it. This guy posted a thing on Twitter where he was like, I think his screen name was something like Salty Gamer or something, and he posted, I played Final Fantasy 16 for like an hour, I don't like it. And everyone was piling onto him, which, you know, an hour into a game, especially an RPG where most of that first hour is like cutscenes, you know, he didn't really play the game. But
well, I will say, I probably side more with him.
No, well, and that's, here's the thing, as I said, I actually think this is a fine take. Some people got on me too. They were like, Jesse, how could you? But I think it's fun. If you play a game and you're an hour in, no matter what that game is, like he didn't say it wasn't Final Fantasy. He didn't say it was trash. He literally just said, played it for an hour, not for me, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And he's right. You're totally okay to say that. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe instead of being a salty gamer, find a game you love and play that and be in bed by 10. Be like the well-rested gamer or whatever I said to him. And I was just like, that's a good way to go. And I think that's the wavelength I'm on right now. I'm kind of just, I'm tired of fighting with people. I'm tired of people being like, I'm so upset. It's like, well, then find what makes you not upset, dude. I don't got time for all this hostility, my man.
Your Twitter is like when TB would be on Reddit. You'd always be like, dude, you got to stop going on Reddit. And he's like, I am going to. And then he'd just be back there. And he's like, I got this guy on Reddit to start fighting with me about blah, blah. It's like, dude, yes, just stop going on Reddit.
Yeah, I remember when he would hand his Twitter account over to Jenna, I think. And he'd be like, I had to shut it down and get rid of it. And then like a week later, he'd be I'm like, TV, no, let it go, man.
Yeah, it's never worth it. Nothing's going to change. Nobody's going to change anybody. Like, it's what it is. And now here we go. Rewinding back to that guy, right? Now here's how I know a game is not for me within the hour, all right? For example, God of War, all right? I don't know. I probably mentioned this here. God of War, I played like an hour and something, and I just knew it wasn't for me because of the amount of cutscenes. I pressed like one button. That was my gameplay for an hour, and then people like, you just gotta wait till it reminds me of the shows. We're like, just watch like 40 episodes, it gets good. And I'm like, I don't care enough. And I already know I'm not gonna like it because I'm not a big like story person. Like, I think story's cool, but I'm not like super story. Like, I don't want to watch cinematics in a game. I'll watch a couple, but I'm the guy who's like, cinematics hit, I'm spamming escape.
Well, and that's a personal preference that you're totally right to have. A great example is there was a game by the same team, I can't remember what the game was called, but it's by the same team that made the Kingdom games, which I think a new one is coming out, which is 80s themed, which I'm very excited about. The 80s one where you're like a bike kid at camp. That's cool shit. But they made another game. I think it was the same company because I'm going to put the blame on them for this. But Dodger and a bunch of other people that I knew were playing this and saying it was amazing. And they were all bombarding me in chat like, Jess, you got to play. And I was like, okay. Sat down to play it. I'm going to say 25 minutes in. I was like, nah, this ain't for me. I don't like the controls. I don't like the way it plays. I don't like what you're doing in it. And I just knew right away it wasn't for me. And I told chat as I was playing it, like, I'm not feeling it. And you're totally okay to do that with anything. You know, I didn't then go be like, this game is trash. And anyone who plays it doesn't. No, there's a difference. I was like, it's not for me. And you're allowed to do that. And this dude online is totally allowed to do that. And that's fine. And people were just like, no, Jesse's wrong because he only played an hour. If he didn't want to play any more than that, then that's his choice.
Yeah. That's like if I'm just like, no, you don't like League of Legends? You haven't played it enough. Come on, let's go. Let's hit the rank queues up. We're going to make you like it.
Yeah. I like TFT way more than normal League.
Oh, I've been playing a lot of TFT lately.
And it's just preference. Like, League is whatever, but TFT I dig. And it's about what the game is versus, you know, like, you just picked the wrong champion. Like, okay, sure.
Well, the problem with League is there's so many steps, and it's a lot of learning, and you have to learn all the champions, how to counter the champions. It's like you're on a team, everyone's yelling at each other, which still, even if I'm like, man, it grinds you out, there's still times I'm just like, but what if I just queue up? You know, that's the hardcore competitive part of me that just likes, I just love competitive things. And then TFT, however, you get a nice balance because you get the casualness of like, you know, being able to like chill, do something else while you're playing it and like kind of half pay attention and then kind of focus in at points. And then you can still be competitive, like trying to do meta builds if you want or do whatever. Like the other day I was TFTing. And I got to the top 2, and then I played some Yasuo guy, and I beat him like 4 times in a row to win. And I was just like, yeah, because I was happy I beat the Yasuo.
I've been there. There's been times where I've also been in that top 2, and just I was ahead by, I don't know, like 50 life or HP or points or whatever the hell it is. Mm-hmm. And then some dude just had the comp that stomped me, and he beats me like 5 times in a row, and I just can't win no matter what. It happens, but I still find that compelling because there's a strategy element to it. It's the same thing like you like competitive stuff. I like, for example, remember how we played Age of Wonders, right?
Right.
Since we played Age of Wonders 4, I have gone through the entire story mode. If a video is rendering on my computer and I can't, you know, record anything, I'll just pop that bad boy on and sit there and play it a little bit and wait for the render to finish. You know, everyone has their preference. Some people like a driving game. Some people like a farm sim. Some people play Barbie and have her racehorses. I don't know. Everyone has their own game.
Right. I think you're more of like the casual strategy, or like not. You don't want the like hyper intensive like League of Legends rank where you're just like, all right, I got to grind. Every single minion needs to die. If I don't get it, I'm going to fall behind. And if I don't do this, I need to like, here we go. Okay, we got to go check the bush. Don't check. Like, there's a lot to remember. Well, when you're kind of playing the turn-based ones, you can kind of chill a bit.
Yeah, I like stuff that is easy to learn, medium to master. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go in that weird thing where, like, I'll watch League of Legends. I'll watch Street Fighter. But all those things are fun to play for me, but the minute it becomes competitive, I know for a fact that someone out there has put in more time and energy and effort to learn abilities and moves and strats and counters and whatever. And I simply, one, don't have the time, but also two, let's be honest, don't care enough. And so I'll be like, I could learn to play this better, but I'm not gonna. And it sucks because I'll get frustrated with myself when I feel like I should be better, knowing in the back of my mind, Jesse, you put no effort into this at all. Like, you think you should be a better Heimerdinger, but my dude, you aren't. You will never be, because you literally didn't learn anything except for how to, I killed some guys in my lane.
You never embrace the ding. You gotta embrace the ding. Otherwise, you're not gonna fully do it. That's
what I'm saying.
That one season, man, I had 150 Heimerdinger games. That's when I got the plat, and that was it. I hit plat. That was my whole point of like doing intense ranked, was I wanted to prove to myself I could get the plat, and then I did, and I was like, all right, I'm good just being gold from now on. That was it.
Well, see, and you needed to do that, right?
Yeah.
For you wanted to prove it. Me, my League of Legends career is I won a game and was like, I'm good.
I still remember
I never need to play that again. I'm 1-0. I'm all right.
It's like me, you, and Dodger. Somebody I think you played Nasus. Somebody played Nasus. It was a journey.
Yeah. I just need one victory to say like, oh, I beat it. Okay. Don't have to do this again. This is like you with Elden Ring. You're like, I went around, explored the world. It was cool. That was all I needed.
Yeah. That really was all I needed, was just explore the world. And then I just had everyone else fight things for me. The computer fought things. Random people from chat would come in and fight. I only had to fight one thing, and it was myself in that one fight you have to do against yourself.
Yeah.
And that was it. Everyone else beat the game for me. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And you had a great time. And I'm sure everyone had a great time watching it. And that's part of the fun.
Yeah. Or even that night I was playing Street Fighter, and then you were like, I made my character. I started doing the story thing, and I was like, you know what? I just want to go online and fight people. Like that. And then I did. Because my thing is, I know I'm not the best, but I want to be the best of like the medium tier people.
I get it. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I want. I'm just like, if I can be better than the people at my skill level, then that's fantastic. Because once you hit a certain point, you're like, oh, now we're getting into the sweat city, right? Then I'm like, I'm out.
You're like the king of the intermediate tournament.
Yeah. I'm like the guy that comes into the gym who's like playing basketball and beating everybody, and then like there's like actual like athletes to come in. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to play against them. He says it's too much then. No, thank you.
Yeah. No, it's all about preference and what you want. And what you want is to be the best of the absolute average.
Exactly. That's actually how I play Warhammer, like tabletop Warhammer too. I have like all my friends, and they're like, everybody I play with is pretty cool. Like, they're not really super competitive, but they're like competitive enough to where like every game's pretty fun, and they don't play like hardcore meta things. And if they do, they'll like tell you ahead of time so you can build something like a meta list or whatever. So it's pretty fun. I've been playing the Warhammer 40k 10th edition.
Are you actually playing? Do you have what's your army? What are you doing?
Yeah, I have the full Necron army, full Orc army, and then I just finished building my Tyranids.
But like, you're actually playing?
Yeah, I've been playing like actual tabletop Warhammer for probably like 2-3 years now. Actually, probably.
I knew normal Warhammer. I didn't know you were in the 40k verse, being Space Marines or whatever.
I played my first 40k game last year. All right, and I played Orcs, and I was like, all right. And half the reason because the Orcs get a Stampa, so I bought the Stampa and built it, and that's like half your army. And so I was like, because it's just a big mech trash.
Wait, hold on. I was about to say, what is a Stampa?
Yeah, look up the Orc Stampa.
Oh boy. All right. Here I go to the internet. Orc Stompa.
Yeah.
This thing is huge. This thing is ridiculous.
I think it's
It's
literally
also
like a foot tall.
$140.
To be fair, for the size of this thing, it's like pretty good value. Like there's some other models that cost like as much that aren't as big.
I love that there are a bunch of little dudes on this thing too, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah, the grots, they're all repairing it. They're like working on it.
Love it. It's actually really funny looking. It basically looks like a kind of a giant orc robot in a dress.
Yeah, it pretty much is. It's like made out of garbage. It's,
All right,
it's
I get why you would
fantastic.
buy this. This is quality right here. This is quality.
Yeah. So essentially, every 40k unit, well, just both games in Warhammer, they have a point value. So you play a certain amount of points. So usually you play around 2,000 points, and this thing is 800 points. So it's literally like half your army. So, but it's really good. Like it's got like 8 different gun attacks. It's like hard to kill. But it's just more of a funny thing instead of like a super competitive thing. But I love it. So I run that in my orc army, and then I have a bunch of Necrons. They're really good, and then I just built Tyranids because like nothing else interests me. And I've looked through everything. I don't like humans. All right, I mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. Space Marines do nothing for me. In fact, I'd go as far as say I hate Space Marines. My thing is I don't like humans in fantasy. That's always my thing. Whether it's medieval fantasy, space fantasy, D&D, like that was my whole goblins thing in D&D. Hated humans. Like it's my thing. And so the other day I played.
Ladies and gentlemen, Crendor hates humans.
And so I played my Necrons against Space Marines, and I won. It was a close game, but I ended up winning. But I love it. It's really fun, just playing like in real life, because you get to play with all the things you built and painted, and you get to play against other people. And like the vast majority of people are actually pretty cool. You would think they'd be like, but they're actually all pretty cool.
Probably all like 45.
There's a lot of
This is
older
what they
people.
do to get out of the house. They're like, look, I gotta get away from the kids somehow.
There's actually there's a blend of people, because now there's been a lot of people getting into Warhammer stuff from like Total War.
Sure.
Or a lot of people just reading the lore and then they go and get in it. Plus a lot of people from COVID started picking up miniature building and painting as a hobby, because you could just be at home and do it. So it's actually been growing quite a bit. And now 10th edition came out, which is the new edition of 40k, and they fixed all the issues I had with it from when I played it a year ago.
Oh, so this is like rule book stuff then, not
Yeah.
like new units.
No, this is essentially like a new patch or like expansion type thing.
Gotcha. So if you're actually like one of them players and you play, then this is really a good time to be in it then.
100%. Like they update the rules. They got rid of a lot of the bloat. There's so much bloat in 9th edition. It was dumb. They changed like some of the wordings and made things easier to read and simplified. Although some people, like other armies, they're like, they ruined my army, because they redid all the index cards and army rules. So like some people are mad because their army, pretty much there's always going to be someone that's happy and someone that's really mad. That's just the way it goes.
I mean, that's gaming. We've seen it in patch notes in video games for years.
Yeah, but they didn't ruin any of my armies. So I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah. So what do you care?
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I love rolling dice, and that's all you do. You just roll a bunch of dice, essentially. That's all these games are. It's fun.
Hell yeah. That's you know what? I'm glad you are enjoying.
Yeah, I am. And it's
I'm definitely not sitting here looking at a bunch of little, like, I don't know what these little dudes are called. What are these? Like
What?
little tiny crumps?
Crumps. What?
I don't know what these guys are. I don't know what these guys are called. Little tiny. They're not
Noblars?
goblins.
You mean the Noblars?
I guess they're Noblars, but like
There's
this dude is literally half a body and his legs are wheels and his arm is a wrench and his other arm is a drill. And it says dishes out painkillers and crumps to enemies.
Oh yeah, that's I think that's a grot. He's one of the mech grots, I think.
I love this little dude. I don't know what the hell he is, but I love him. He's cute.
Yeah, I think he can like heal your thing. I haven't actually read what he does, but yeah, he's like a little mech grot. I think he might heal vehicles or something. So that's pretty
I love
neat.
it.
I love how dumb a lot of those things are.
They look very dumb. I absolutely get wanting to play an orc. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's been fun, because now instead of just Age of Sigmar and medieval fantasy type stuff, now I got more space stuff, but I don't have as many armies to like build and collect. So now I can focus on painting them instead of like worrying about getting more.
I love that's your next problem. Now I gotta paint these things. Damn.
Well, that's the thing is once you get into the game, you have to like you build and then you gotta paint. But like in order, a lot of times you just build stuff to play with it. So you're like, all right, I got my stuff built and I can play the game with it. But then you have so much stuff that you don't have enough time to paint it all. So you end up just painting like certain things or like certain big stuff or little stuff or just slowly painting stuff throughout time. And then you get so many armies. You have so many different paint projects. Now it's just like, I got a lot. That's why every time I'm like, I got all these armies and someone will be like, are they painted? And I'm like, no. But I actually do have a decent amount of stuff painted. So,
All right.
Yeah, love it.
Well, I brought for you, dear sir, 2 amazing stories this week
All right.
because my life has been blessed with some real gems that I just wanted to share with you.
All right. Let's hear it.
So earlier this week, I'm coming back. I had to take my car in to get repaired. So I'm coming back from the dealership, and I'm just on a random street driving through LA, and my windows are down because like it was like a day that was kind of hot, but not like hot, and it was nice and it smelled like summer, and I just had the windows down, and usually I don't. So I feel like I'm missing out on a lot. But window down, and next to me, guy loudly listening to something in his car. Right? I couldn't tell what it was, so I tried to keep inching up closer to him so I could figure out what the hell he was listening to.
Right.
And it was some audio track with weird ass like right?
Yeah.
And then a voice in the car, I swear to you, I don't know if it was his voice, I couldn't see this dude's lips, but the voice was saying, I wrote this down, I can't even read it.
All right.
I am the car. The drive is in me. I am the car. And it kept repeating in the back. I was like, and I was like, what the hell is happening? And I kept trying to inch closer to see this dude because I couldn't tell what was going on. And it was so loud and his windows were down. So he's blasting this. I couldn't get close enough. He drove off. And now all I have is questions. All I wrote in my phone was WTF. I don't know what happened. I don't know who that guy was. I don't know where he was going. I don't know the purpose of it. But all I know is that he was in a gray Mazda. So if there's someone in LA driving a gray Mazda and you do this, you gotta hit me up on social media somewhere. I couldn't believe it.
So this was like the song, right? That he was listening to. It wasn't him saying that. Or was he singing?
That's the thing I don't know. So the music that I heard blasting was like that. That's what I heard. And then a voice was saying, I am the car. The drive is in me. I am the car.
The drive is in me.
And I don't know if this was an motivational tape this guy was listening to or some sort of calming exercise, or if this was the man in the car loudly saying, I am the car, the drive is in me, I am the car.
It sounds like it'd be a motivational exercise. Like it sounds like something where they're at like a big, almost like a cult thing.
It's super culty. I wrote down listening to weird cult music. That's the way I described it.
And he's just like sitting there like, I am the car's in me. I am the car's in me.
The only thing I could think of was maybe it was one of those like, get the drive to fulfill your dreams, like that kind of thing.
Right.
That's the best I could do. But we're in the middle of traffic. And so it's just a double weird, like, I am the car. I was like, uh-oh, we're in full LA now.
It's like, I'm trying to like piece it together of what this could mean. So like, I guess if it is motivational, right? He is the car. Okay.
Yeah.
So he is the car. He is a vehicle for himself, I guess. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Or he's
And he has to have...
he's a vehicle for his soul.
And the
Right.
drive is in him. And so he's trying to unlock his horsepower, his mental horsepower.
That's what it's got to be. He is the car, the vehicle for his soul, and the drive is in him to propel himself to do the things he needs to do.
I guess that's what it is. It was very weird. And I just wrote it down. And the minute I parked, I was like, all right, remember everything I can about that. That was so weird. So that's one thing. And then, get ready for this. This is equally good.
Okay.
So I'm leaving my apartment, and my apartment has kind of like a courtyard. And because I'm one of those psychopaths who always wants to be like on the highest floor for all sorts of different weird, I'm sure, psychotic reasons.
Right.
But so the courtyard lets you see down. You can see all the other floors, and the floor beneath me, there's a man waiting for the elevator, and I see him bobbing up and down, like doing like a pee dance, holding his junk. This man must have been, I'm going to say 55. It's like, okay, this is a little weird. And I press the button for the elevator. Elevator comes up to me, ding. I get in. Elevator goes down, stops at the floor below me. I'm like, oh no. Door opens. Man is standing there, bobbing up and down, holding his junk. And I'm like, hey man, you okay? And he shouts to someone, hurry, hurry, I gotta go. And he's shouting to someone down the street. I'm like, hey man, you okay? And he looks at me and he goes, man, I got a shit and piss so bad, and my wife and kid went back to the car, and they have the keys, and I'm gonna burst. Like, I gotta shit right now. So then, he hears something. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but he hears something from downstairs, and he gets in the elevator with me. So now I gotta go down to the bottom floor of this dude who literally is like, I'm gonna pee everywhere. He's like, in pain. So I'm terrified. I'm going to be stuck in this elevator when this guy just bursts. So the elevator's going down, and he's rocking to the point where the elevator's sort of shaking, which is getting me feeling weird. God. And he's like doing shimmies, and he's holding his junk, and he's like, my insides feel like they're going to blow. And I'm like, cool, man. Again, reminder, this is, I'm going to say, minimum 55-year-old white guy, bald, wrinkly, like not... Like, I'm saying 55 is a minimum. Like, okay, I don't know. He could be 70 for all I know. And he's just, jiggling and shaking. And we get to the doorway, like the bottom floor, so we can get out. And the door pops open, and he says loudly into the street, Sharon! Sharon! I need the keys! And this little kid runs down the street, jingling keys, and hands them to this guy. And I still have to go down one more floor to the parking garage. He's holding the door open. Mind you, the elevator has one of those things where if you hold the door open too long, it goes, meh, like it buzzes you to close the door. And then after a certain amount of time, it just auto starts closing. So now, it goes off. And this little kid's jingling the keys. This kid might be 3. I don't know. He's running down the street, jingling. And the kid's like, come on. Or the man's like, come on, hurry. And the kid is like, his little feet are going as fast as he can. And the door now starts to auto close. It's auto closing on him. And he's shaking and jiggling his own junk, and the kid's jiggling the keys. And I'm sitting there.
It's like a sitcom segment or something.
I'm telling you, I'm sitting there just like, I still have to go down one more floor. What the hell? So the kid finally gives him the keys, and the man is fighting to hold the doors open. He gets back in. He's like, oh, thank God. And he presses his floor again, and the elevator goes down. He looks at me like I've sentenced him to death. And I was like, what? And he's like, I don't know that I'm going to make it. And my door opens, and I just walk to my car. I don't know what happened to him. I hope he made it. I don't know, but the man, he looked at me and goes, I don't know that I'm going to make it. He said it was such, like, just complete loss. Like, he had failed. Like, he was already peeing himself. He was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. I got out of there immediately. I was like,
that was a good choice. Oh my god. It's like an old time war movie.
He's like
Not
giving
gonna
up
make
on
it.
life. Let me
Not gonna
go.
make it. Never see my kid again.
The worst part is I know this man because there's been multiple times where I've seen him and his family. I don't know if he has an extended family that lives in the apartment with him or people come on the weekend to hang out with him. But for many, many times that I left my apartment, he and like a younger woman who may be his wife or his daughter, I don't know,
Right.
and then a group of kids are with them.
Huh.
And it is always awkward. All the kids look like I'm trying to just like think of a way to describe them, but you know how when you see like a bunch of really rich kids and you know there's something a little off about them because they've
Yeah.
only known luxury their entire that's the vibe.
I see. Okay.
That's the vibe. And they always get in the elevator and they always have this weird attitude about like, can't you go faster, papa? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but I just sit there and pretend like I'm typing on my phone so I don't have to even interact with these people.
Oh yeah, the classic go-to.
Yeah. And I guess now that's part of my interactions with them. That man and I know what happened to him, and I don't think the rest of his family does. So next time I see them, he and I might look at each other like we were in war together. What we saw, no one can ever know about.
Yeah, you just like show up and just act like nothing happened.
I hope he made it. There's been times where I've been on the road trying to get back home, and I've been in the exact same, but like, I don't know, man. So I've been there.
Oh, I've had it for that one time. I thought my bladder was gonna burst. That was terrible.
I think I don't know if I can say this about all people, but I think most men especially have done that. I could hold it and then regretted every choice they've ever made.
It just starts hurting to move. You're just like, I just can't move. Every bump in the road. It's like, oh,
Your body's like, I'm trying to get it out. And you're like, no, body, no. I'm going to fight you
here.
on this. It's like, I don't think you should, bro.
it's everybody's been there. Everybody.
Yeah. I felt for that man. But there's nothing I can do. I was like, I got to get in my car, my dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I like to think he made it.
That's your version of like, he's at a farm upstate and everything's fine.
There's a lot of times I'll do that. Something like crazy's going on. I'm like, I just like to think it worked out. Even if it didn't.
Yeah, everything's okay.
Yeah. That reminds me of like, you ever pretend you're doing something to like ignore? So for example, sometimes if there's like two cars, you're like at a crosswalk or something, I'll like pretend like I'm looking at my phone, like, oh, do I go this way or that way? And I'll let the cars go, and then there's no cars and I'll cross instead of like actively just crossing, because then I'm like, what if this car starts like going and then I gotta like run across? I'm just like, oh, whatever.
Oh,
do
no,
things
I don't
like
do that. But in order to avoid interactions or to seem like I'm busy so I don't have to sit there in dead silence, like in an elevator, for example, because I don't, there's some people on elevators who are like, hey, how's it going? I just sometimes don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
So I'll pull off my glasses and give them the old clean. And I'll like, look around. Like, I'm blind right now. I can't really see you to talk to. So
Yep.
cleaning my glasses. All right. Ooh, look at that. There's a smudge still. Gotta start cleaning them again. Yeah. And for some reason, it always finishes just when the doors open when I need to leave.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, all right. And I just go, have a nice day. That's it.
Or I'll do that sometime. I'm like gonna go down an aisle at the grocery store, and there's just like a bunch of people there, and I'm just like, oh no, I didn't want to go down that aisle. I want to go down the other aisle. Ah, okay. But then
I'll do the down the aisle halfway, waiting for all the people to move, and I'll just start looking at products that I'm definitely not going to buy. Like,
oh yeah, like
yeah, I did actually want to stop right here at the women's hygiene section. Yep, that's what I wanted.
yeah, no, yeah, you got to do that. It's like, yeah, maybe I could use some of these.
Yeah, and then sometimes like you have to do that. Like, well, nothing I want here. They're still taking a long time. Guess I'll just scoot a little.
Yeah,
just move already. I'm trying to be polite. Let's go.
Oh my god, I did that with was it Father's Day? I was getting a card for Father's Day, and there's people just looking at like the one section. So I'm just like, oh yeah, let's see. We got we got a wife for husband Father's Day. We got son, wife for wait, like I'm looking at all these, and then the ones I just wanted were like son for dad or like that. I'm just like, all right, okay. Oh, look at that. We got funny Father's Day. That could be interesting. Then like after a while, they just like walk away, and I was like, and you like just dart in.
Yeah, it is weird that in order to avoid making a scene, you put up with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And yet there's still some people who love making a scene, and I just don't get it. I'm like, I go out of my way not to cause a problem.
Yeah.
And there's some people who just dive problem first in.
They'll just walk over and be like, excuse me, I'm trying to look at these cards. If you could just step out of the way, thank you. Like, there's those people. Okay. Or they'll just like forcibly like be like, like bump into you to like get there. Like you get a lot of those.
It's all, yeah. And it's, I'm going to say a little much.
Yeah. Yeah, a little much. You know, I don't mind waiting. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll go walk somewhere else, then come back and be like, all right, now is it good? Nope. Okay. Let's see. Anything else I need to look at? I had two things I wrote down.
Okay.
So one of them was I was going to get a tea. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get a tea at this place. All right. I was like, it sounds good. Like a nice, relaxing tea. And,
like a hot tea or an iced tea?
Yeah, it was like a hot green tea.
Okay, and you like, ordered it there, or you were like,
yeah,
getting
I ordered
baggies?
it. So I'm just gonna go pick it up. I'm like, all right, that sounds good. So I'm going, and outside, like a couple doors down, is this guy that looks like he's on drugs, like 100%. And I was just like, okay, and he's just standing by a door, and he already like was looking at people walking by, and I was like, this dude's gonna talk to me, isn't he? Like you just know. Sure. And so he kind of looked like Eminem. Like if Eminem wasn't a famous rapper, just like a drug addict instead. So he's just standing there.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm just walking, and I'm like, don't make eye contact, just keep rolling. I start walking by, and of course, he's just like, hey man, can I ask you a question? And I was like, nah, I'm pretty busy. I like as fast as I was like, nah, I'm pretty busy, sorry. I was just like walking by, and he's like, I don't want no money. And then that was all he said. And I just walked. I went into the place, I got my tea, and then walking back, I just had to walk by him again. And I just walked by him. He didn't say anything. So I was like, all right, we're good. But that got me thinking. I was like, if he doesn't want any money, what is he going to ask me?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't make it better.
I would have rather he asked me
I
for
don't want
money.
any money is even more worrying.
Yeah, I would have rather ask me for money. But instead, like, what's he going to ask me? Like, can I get a ride? Or, like, what's your opinion on so? I'm like, listen, I don't want to know anything. I just want to get my tea and leave.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was like, he definitely seemed like the type of guy, like, yo, can you just give me a ride down there or something? I'd be like, nope, definitely cannot.
Oh, man, where were we? We were coming back from some event we were going to, and there were a bunch of us in the car, and we were like, yo, let's go to a drive-thru. I think it was like Wendy's drive-thru. And I was like, damn, I haven't had Wendy's in forever. Yeah, I want a chicken sandwich. Let's go. Mm-hmm. So we're in the drive-thru, and a dude walks up to us as we're in the drive-thru and is like, hey, guys, can you give me 2 hamburgers? And we're sitting, like, we're sitting there. There's a car in front of us, a car behind us. We cannot move. And this guy is standing right at the order box. Like, can you buy me food? What do you do in that situation? If you say no, you are trapped with this man for a lot. I was like, this is unfair.
This is unfair. Yeah.
So we were just like, yeah, man, we'll get you 2 hamburgers. And then we get him these 2 hamburgers, and we ask to have them in a separate bag so we can hand it to him. He's waiting for us at the place where you exit the drive-thru lane.
Yep.
We hand him the burgers. He looks in and goes, Junior bacon cheeseburgers isn't what I wanted. And we assumed that bacon would be cool for this guy. No, he was pissed.
Listen, if you're trying to get free food because you're hungry, you can't be picky.
Yeah, well, he was
acting like he's like,
well, he was.
He's acting like one of those kids in the elevator, like, oh, I don't want bacon on my cheeseburger. Like, listen, you're getting free food. I'd take
Yeah,
anything.
take off the bacon. We got it for you because it was the cheapest thing on the menu we could get you.
Yeah. And there would have been people that didn't even buy him anything. You were nice enough to do that.
Yeah, we gave you $2 worth of hamburgers. You should be very thankful.
Yeah. That you could get me $2 worth of hamburgers, I'd be thankful.
Yeah, man.
Like, dude,
if I was
nice.
hungry and you gave me 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, I would be like, sir, if you need me, whenever you need me, you have my axe. I will go to Mordor with you, bro. I got you.
Then he just drives away like, please leave me alone. So yeah, that happened. Then we went for our weekly breakfast. All right. We actually didn't go last week, so it was our other weekly breakfast. And there's a table next to us eating, and it was like, I think it was like some work interview thing or like new employees talking to each other.
Or the restaurant?
Not for the restaurant, for some, like they have business meetings at breakfast and people like, let's get breakfast, right?
Yeah, okay.
So it was like one of the, well, they were just like, we're working on this like athleisure clothing. And they're like, we're proud to have you on the team. Like that type of thing.
Oof.
They're just like, let's get breakfast done. They're just like, we really like your vision. And then the guy, the thing that really made me talk about this was he's like, I appreciate you. And, I got my minor in leadership. And I was like, hold on.
He got his minor in leadership.
This man went to school, went to college, and decided that he would get a degree in leadership. And I was just like, what is an entire semester of learning how to be a leader?
That's more than a semester, my man. You're getting a degree in leadership?
That's an entire that's like, I don't understand. I was trying to piece together how much you can learn about being a leader. Like, I feel like you could probably learn a bunch about leadership just from reading books in the store or just like life experience. You don't need to go to school to learn how to be a leader. You probably learn a couple things, but like to make it your entire focus, I don't know.
Now he knows. Now he knows the power of leadership.
Now he knows. I mean, he seemed like a friendly guy. Maybe he does know how to be a leader.
Yeah, maybe that's the factor. The real trick there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm judging. I mean, I am judging. I judge a lot, but sometimes, I'm able to be like, hey, you know what? He might be a good leader. I'm just making fun of him for no reason.
He
I've
did
never
get
heard
your
of anybody
attention.
doing that. Yeah. I mean, I've just never heard of anybody doing that. There's got to be. Let's see. Minor.
In leadership. I guess I got a degree in education, so my master's is in education. So leadership degree. They exist. I'm looking at them right now.
Well, I know they exist. Otherwise, he would have said he had one. Otherwise, I've been like, this guy's crazy. He made it up.
Although this right here sucks. What is a leadership degree? An organizational leadership degree is an academic program that focuses on developing effective leaders. That tells me nothing about what it is.
Yeah. Like, there's got to be something that actually says what it is.
Like the Stanford Leadership Program tells me nothing about what it is.
Which
Evolve
already
as
is a bad
leader.
sign.
What does that mean? Evolve as what kind of leader?
Yeah. Okay, we have...
What are leadership degrees good for? Time management, problem solving, planning and organization, motivating individuals with different backgrounds. Sounds like a lot of BS to me. But I guess that's the point.
Okay, we have... This is from Illinois University. Why you should consider the Leadership Studies minor. Here we go. The Leadership Studies minor was not one I thought I'd be studying when entering my freshman year of college. I thought my minors would be something related to business, which still remains true. That sounds like it is related to business. The minor has brought many benefits to my future career. Okay, the Leadership Studies minor is a 18 credit hour minor with 4 required courses, 2 elective courses to select from, and it typically takes 3 to 4 semesters to complete. What the... Minor goes into depth into areas of social psychology, philosophy, organizational development and administration, communication, and educational theory.
What?
So, so it's just psychology, philosophy. So literally it's completely separate classes you can take just, without having to like minor in something. And then I guess organizational development and administration. I mean, I guess that's like a good business leadership thing.
I guess. Really, it just seems like it's how to manipulate people into following what you want and then getting them to do it and managing how they do it.
It definitely sounds like that, yes. That's what a lot of leaders do.
Yeah, really, yeah.
I mean, and then educational theory. What is educational theory? Like how, like learning?
I guess how people learn, in what ways people learn. You know how there's
like
some people learn
learners?
by doing, some people learn by reading, some people learn by like touching stuff or
okay.
hearing things, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I feel like that would just tie into psychology.
100%. Yeah, but it's specifically focused on retention, I would assume, of facts and figures and information.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, it's pretty much what I thought. It's one of those things where if you're really like, man, I want to get this, I need to become a leader. Like it just feels weird. I don't know.
It does feel weird, but I want to talk to someone. You know how there are people who go to school and their major is something like 18th century fine arts. It's like, well, why did you pick that specific? What are your career prospects there?
Yeah.
I want to meet someone who majored in leadership. Like, what do you do for a living now?
We got to have somebody. Like we have thousands of listeners. One of them has to have done some sort of leadership thing.
I would love it if someone majored in leadership and was like, actually, I run several companies now. And I would be like, that's amazing. Tell me more.
I Gary, there's already somebody that's just like, these idiots don't understand the amount of effort and work that goes into, like, I don't, all right? I play video games on the internet. And
Yeah,
I make
I'm no leader.
videos. Yeah, I'm not a leader. You kidding me?
I want someone, boss me around. I'm here for it. Let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know what's up.
I'm here to just yell out my dumb opinions and observations, and then some of them work out. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. I'm actively looking for a woman who will boss me around. Just like, hook me up. Yeah.
You need someone
I wanna
with
be a
a
kept
leadership
man.
degree.
Yeah, I want to like
They'll
wear
lead
short
you.
shorts and like, welcome home, honey. Like, I got it. You let me know.
Yeah. If I'm telling you, if it's a woman with a leadership degree, it might be your best
That
bet.
might be them. That might be the one. You're right.
She knows.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my week.
Wonderful. Well, you know what else is wonderful?
What?
Me Undies. Woo. Hey, did you know that Me Undies believes that comfort is more about than just what touches your skin? It's about feeling comfortable in your skin. And they have dozens of fun prints with, everything from donuts to superheroes, from crazy colors to just your normal everyday undie colors. Anything to match what makes you feel your best. MeUndies has tons of things that can match and make you feel your best. We're talking not just undies, but shorts and joggers and hoodies and all sorts of stuff for men, for women, for whoever, even your pet.
I'm wearing donuts right now.
Mine are zigzag designed,
Ah, the zigzags.
red and black zigzags.
Classic.
And I know that when I'm wearing my MeUndies, I feel great. It feels like I'm barely wearing anything, and it's just so light and comfortable and airy. And honestly, I'm a big fan, and I have been for, I'm gonna say, almost maybe a decade now. I don't know. It's been a while. They're the only undies I have in my house, and I have everything from the boxer briefs to the boxers to all sorts of different designs. Big fan. Right now, you can get matchy and comfy with your partner in crime. Thanks to MeUndies, you can match underwear, hoodies, onesies, whatever. If you don't have a partner or your partner is a doggo, if you're working out right now, MeUndies got you covered too. Because they now feature active wear with their Move Me collection. We're talking moisture wicking, quick drying, breathable, medium compression to provide support. And you can get all of that, plus save some bucks if you get a MeUndies membership. Choose a new pair of undies, socks, or bralette each month to grow your collection. You'll save 30% on all the snuggly softness you can handle, and you get access to special deals and various products. If you just want to try it for yourself right now, your first order is 25% off plus free shipping when you go to MeUndies.com/Crendor. Crendor. Remember, if you're not satisfied, that's fine. MeUndies will get you and cover you. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. 25% off your first order at MeUndies.com/Crendor.
That's me.
Also, today we're brought to you by Factor. Now that it's summer, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for sunny, active days. I know that if I eat something a little too big or stuffing or whatever, and it's a hot day, oh, I'm done. Oh, it's done for me. You might as well roll me in the ocean and let the fish have me. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with flavorful, nutritious, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door that aren't going to make you feel like that. You'll save time, you'll eat well, and you'll stay on track with your various health goals. If you're too busy to cook this summer, but you want to make sure you're eating well, Factor is there to keep you from going out and getting fast food or going to make any terrible choices and eating crazy, stuff from a can or whatever. You don't want that. It's not good for you. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. All you got to do is heat and enjoy, and then go back outside and soak up the warm weather. Are you calorie conscious? If you're trying to pull a Jesse, try the delicious dietitian-approved Calorie Smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. If you need an energy boost, they got Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. They got Surf and Turf, Surf and Surf, roasted garlic filet mignon and shrimp, or maybe a Cajun spiced shrimp and salmon. Choose from over 34 chef-prepared, dietitian-approved weekly options featuring premium ingredients such as broccolini, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus. Plus, you can round out your meal with all sorts of different snacks and add-ons they have. I think they've got like 45 plus some that exist, like apple cinnamon pancakes and bacon and cheddar egg bites and potato and egg breakfast skillet, plus shakes and juices and smoothies, all to help you with your nutritional goals any time of the day. If you want, right now, head to factormeals.com/Cox50, that's 50, and use code COX50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code COX, COX50, at factormeals.com/Cox50 to get 50% off your first box. All right, Crendor, let's go. Travis Cover 7's guy with Crendor. How's that traffic out there?
Oh man, traffic, it's what you'd expect. It's summer, it's backed up everywhere, vacations, people going outside, it's crazy. But unrelated, I've been listening to the Weather Channel music. It's actually been pretty nice going back listening to all that Weather Channel music. Back to you.
What is Weather Channel music? Is it like wah, 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 wah? Is that like it?
It is kind of like it.
Is it all Kenny G?
It's like generalized Kenny G.
right. Copyright free Kenny G.
Yeah, so it's you know how they have that channel on cable TV, or at least they used to, or you'd put it on and it was like just showing the radar. And it would just show like temperatures.
I know. Yes.
Yeah. That's like what my parents would always have on. They're like, storm's coming. So
they just like, watch it.
Yeah, they would just watch it, and then they're like, I like the music. So it'd just be like,
my favorite part of this is that your parents would sit there and it'd be like 18 inches of snow incoming. Brace yourself. Do not go outside. Do not drive. In the background, it's like,
oh, that was the best part. It would be like severe storms in your area. Get inside, and they'd be like, ooh, and it'd be like, pop, 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 pop.
I love that. Floods will rise. Small animals will drown. Get inside. Close your doors. Put sandbags against all seals.
And then it'd just be like,
the good old Weather Channel days. Yep.
Yeah. So I was just listening to that, and honestly, some of those songs are bops. Like they're true bangers.
It explains your musical tastes a lot, actually.
Yeah, like straight up. I went to the one. If you just search Weather Channel music or Weather Scan music, you'll find all of it. One dude literally time-stamped and named every song.
Amazing.
They got some great names. One's 10% chance of rain. One's lows in the mid-80s. One's a tornado warning has been issued for your area.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And some people are just like, dude, anyone else just getting nostalgia from listening to this when it was on the TV? And they're just like, yeah, I remember listening to this when there's thunderstorms. We just have this on. So you got to put it on. And you're just like, and then you see the storms coming through and you just hear the.
I just want to say, if you're under 20, you missed out on some just real good memories.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never know what it's like to sit there and be like, what's the weather like? Turn on the TV.
Yeah, listen, I mean, everybody's always going to be like, oh, my generation was like better than the previous one. But like, I don't know. Like, there's definitely some generations. I think they wish they grew up when we did. Yeah.
It was somehow a simpler time. We had technology, but not like world-ruining technology yet.
Exactly. We didn't have it like constantly connected to us. That's the big problem. Everyone's got their iPads, their phones, their mobile computer. Like if you wanted to go on the internet, you got to go home and go on your house computer, go to a library, go on the computer, or like boot up your video game console attached to your TV, or take your 8-pound Game Boy out. So it was just like, and it was like a task to get the internet going. And then once you did, you're like, oh, this is great. But now it's like expected, right? Like your dopamine receptors are fried. And you're just kind of like constantly attached. It's not good.
You know what is good, though?
It is. Dude, just listen to it. Put it on one night, and you'll be like, damn, this is great.
Invite some friends, throw a party, invite some friends over.
Throw a party.
And put on the music and let everyone just dance the night away.
Listen, if you went through the Great Depression, I guarantee they'd rather be living through the Weather Channel music. Kidding me?
You're right. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, one hand, Great Depression. On the other hand,
They'd be like, my family split 4 grapes between 16 people, and you live in a miraculous world where music and weather put you on TV. We've come so far.
Cloudy skies, low 73 degrees.
How do they know? What wizardry is this?
The satanic end times are coming. Man your battle stations. That's the traffic.
All right, what's going on, sports?
We didn't even do the weather.
Oh, weather. Sorry.
We talked about weather so much you thought we already did the weather.
Honest to God. Yes, that's what I thought. Even though you said that's traffic, my mind was like, well, we've talked weather, so.
Well, now we are going weather. We got a weather request for Aarhus, Denmark, a town that used to be a Viking settlement. It also has a cozy greenhouse dome cafe by the harbor.
Is Aarhus, Denmark, our house? Is that what that means?
I feel like our house would be like H-A-U-S. This is H-U-S.
Aarhus translation. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, look it up.
City of Smiles. Well, that's way off.
Yeah, that's way off. Currently in the city of Smiles, 53 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Rain expected 4:15 a.m. High 63. Feels like 49. This is just like I'm doing like a weird chill whoppy.
I can hear it, yeah.
This is our new whoppy, chill whoppy. Pressure 29.49 inches. Visibility 9 miles per hour. Wind 13 miles per hour. Sunrise 4:37 a.m. Sunset 10:08 p.m. Dew point 48. UV index 0 of 11. Higher than 10. That's weird. Moon phase. Full moon. The 10-day. 63. 70% chance of rain. Occasional light rain becoming windy. High 63. Tuesday 62. Light rain. Wednesday 65. Rain. Thursday 69. Nice. Showers. Friday 71. Partly cloudy. Saturday 74. Mostly sunny. Sunday 75. AM shower. There he is. I don't got to bang the robot. He actually works.
Yeah, that guy. The Weather Channel always came through. I must say, I went to Aarhus, and I was looking through the streets, and it looked kind of like what you would imagine every city in Denmark looks like.
Yep.
But what's crazy is the first restaurant I clicked on is 100% the Cox and Crendor restaurant. Look at this place. It has a name I couldn't even pronounce. Sivny 13? Is that what that's called?
Sivny 13. Oh
And
my god, yeah.
the dishes look like art, but also at the same time, I'm looking at what appears to be a taco shell
Like
stuffed
nothing.
with, like, I don't know what's even in that taco.
Yeah. It's like
It says it's
some sort of-
Scandinavian cuisine, but I don't know what I'm looking at.
looks like wild greens, some berries or something in there. I don't know what that is. Like
But
an orange
like
slice?
everything at this place looks. I'm looking at something that served in a seashell. Looking at this other thing. It's
Oh yeah, I
like,
see that.
I don't know what it is. It's something in a cone, but I guess it's made fish eggs. I don't know what I'm looking at with half these dishes, but I'm like, I'd eat that.
I'd eat it too. It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks crazy. Look at that.
But also the business itself looks like an art dealer.
Oh yeah,
The outside of this business does not look. It looks like an art dealer in London, not a restaurant.
Oh my god, yeah, that is so crazy. I thought you were gonna when you said a Cox and Crendor place. I saw this. It was the Jumbo Bakery. I was like, I clicked on the Jumbo Bakery.
Well, you know what? I like this place too. Any good bakery? Hell yes.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty
Although
good.
this is an extremely Scandinavian bakery because I'm looking at what appears to be a piece of bread cut in half and then just pieces of cheese thrown next to it. And I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah,
All right. Yeah.
yeah, that's Scandinavian. Then you just throw some fish on there, smoked
Yeah.
salmon or something.
Everything will be
That's-
fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But all the bread looks like real ass bread. I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Love when the bread's real.
And not whatever the hell we get sometimes. Ooh, this like breakfast sandwich looks good. Okay. Big fan.
Yeah, they got some nice stuff. There's a place called Sharks.
Nope, not a fan.
Well, there you go.
I see it. Not a fan. Although
even-
it does look like a 1950s diner, so maybe I go.
Yeah. This is like the America. It has an NFL wall.
Oh, it's the most American thing I've ever seen. Oh
Yeah,
my
this
god.
is America.
This
got
is.
the,
They have Heinz ketchup and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, this is the place where they go like, we're just like Americans. I
Yeah,
promise
it
you.
is.
It's better. Whatever you're doing, it's better than what they have a shoe wall. No,
Yeah, shoe
no. You're
wall.
doing
They
you're
have like
doing
a
better than us,
pin-up,
guys.
they have like a pin-up girl on the glass, like a pin-up diner girl.
I'm looking at a dish right now that is multiple strips of bacon layered over a salad, and I'm like, all right, yeah, you're pretty spot on.
And they got the curly fries there. There you go.
They got nachos. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, milkshakes. All right.
I would go here just to experience what they think. This is like when I was in England and I got the American platter and it was all fried food. And I was like, right, okay.
Yeah, it's like the American food, but like in a well-presented way.
Yeah.
Not like the actual like grease it up. Put it on a plate.
Grease it up.
Grease it up. Yeah. They got a big shark head. Look at that.
Looks good.
Yeah. And that's the weather.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. Oh boy, sports desk. We had the NFL draft happen. The Blackhawks drafted Connor Bedard, the next generational hockey player, so that'll be fun getting to watch him. We also had a bunch of NBA trades going on, NBA free agency hitting. Damian Lillard probably going to get traded. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I love watching all the offseason stuff. It's fun. And then we've got NFL Hard Knocks updates.
Here
if
we
you
go.
remember.
Yes.
Apparently, the Jets are looking like the team that is going to be on Hard Knocks.
Well.
Yep. They said it's becoming one of those things where the Jets are now bracing for an involuntary Hard Knocks assignment.
I can't believe that's a thing. They're guys, we don't want this. You're gonna do it.
So I'm glad. That's going to be a fun one. I'm excited. So that's great. And then over in baseball, we're approaching the All-Star game. I think next weekend or next week sometime is the All-Star game. Currently got Tampa Bay Rays in first, Minnesota in first, Texas in first, Atlanta in first, Cincinnati, Milwaukee tied in first, and the Diamondbacks in first. And that is sports.
Okay, what is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. Fact of the day.
Good song. Good song.
Oh, man. If you're looking for a fact of the day, did you know that Spam is the combination of spice and ham?
I mean, I do now. Spam? Like actual product spam.
Yeah. That's,
I mean, it's ham. It's like ham bits, right?
Yeah. It says, this is one of those interesting facts you probably thought you knew, but actually didn't. Contrary to American mythology, SPAM is not an acronym for scientifically processed animal matter or shoulder of pork and ham. It is spice and ham. Which, I guess...
Is that like a retcon? Did the Spam Corporation change this? Like, we add spices to our ham. It's definitely not those other things you may have heard about us.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Spam turns 80. According to the company's Spam Museum. Okay, maybe this is some propaganda. Ken Dignow, the brother of a Hormel executive, came up with the name portmanteau word for spiced ham in a naming contest and got $100 as a reward. The new product was introduced in 1937 on July 5th.
Okay.
So I guess,
I
guess it is. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. An actual interesting fact of the day. I told you.
All right. Well, what is our big news story of the day?
Here we are. Big news story of the day. Small style handbag, tinier than a grain of salt, sold for 5 figures at auction.
Okay. All right. What incredibly rich idiot bought it?
Let's find out. A tiny knockoff Louis Vuitton handbag sold for $63,750 at auction earlier this week. The green bag, made by New York-based art collective MSCHF, measures in at 657 by 222 by 700 micrometers.
Oh, I hate this. I went to go look it up. It's a little tiny green bag that it's 0.03 inches wide. Stop. Yeah. It is so tiny it fits on the ridge of someone's fingerprint.
Yeah, that is so weird. The bag was on display in Paris earlier this month, mounted under a microscope.
On display? Sure.
It acts as a commentary on the impracticality of ever-shrinking luxury handbags. I think the bag is
I guess some women would probably agree with that a lot of bags, which used to be designed to hold stuff, are now aesthetic instead of actually being for something.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. That's fair enough.
It's ridiculous, but all right.
Yeah, sometimes I get it. It's like an art piece, like it's making a statement. Okay, I get you.
A very tiny, unseeable statement.
I think bag is a funny object because it derives from something rigorously functional, Wisner said, but it has basically become jewelry. MSCHF has made waves in recent years for a number of unusual creations, such as its big red boots and its Satan shoes with Lil Nas X.
I absolutely know those big red boots.
Yeah.
The ones that look like I don't know, some sort of
it's like a cartoon or like
I'm trying to think of what book. Kind of like Astro Boy or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I see those. What the shit? And then interesting. Okay. The microscopic handbag was sold at Jupiter at an auction house founded by Louis Vuitton men's designer and music producer Pharrell Williams.
Well, of course.
Wisner told the Times that the art collective hadn't asked for permission to use the Louis Vuitton logo or design. Then we are big in the ask forgiveness, not permission school, said Wisner, whose art collective has dealt with legal issues over some of its pieces. Pharrell loves big hats, so we made him an incredibly small bag, he said.
Cool.
Yep.
So cool. So cool. The people have so much money they can spend it on a literal, almost non-existent thing.
Just being like, yeah, I want that. Just in my house somewhere.
Now it's mine. Put it under a microscope in my home.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, maybe he really wants it, you know?
Maybe. Maybe.
This is like his most exciting purchase ever. Or he's just like, that sounds cool, buy it, and then he forgets
I must
about
have it. Yeah. I'm not going to give the person's name. And I may have said this story already on the show, which, oops, I don't know. But a good friend was saying that one time he was invited over to a very wealthy person's house. And while he was there, this dude, all he wanted to show him was his golden GameCube. He was like a solid gold GameCube, custom commission. And the goof is he can never turn it on because gold conducts so much electricity that it would literally, if you put a game in it, you would destroy the console.
Huh. So it's literally just a like golden GameCube statue, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah. Just, some people are that rich, and no comment.
Yep. Well, there's your news story of the day.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for us. Thanks so much for listening or watching. I've enjoyed this podcast. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
We got socials. Go to youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. All one word. Hit the subscribe. Hit the bell. Be notified when these go up. Like, comment. All your weather requests or whatever you want to comment over there. Also, we're on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. We're everywhere except for some places. You can also see the animations on youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. Also, you can find us on our main things to youtube.com/Jesse Cox, where you just hit 1 million subscribers. Look at that.
Hey.
Heyo. And youtube.com/Crendor. Twitter, Jesse Cox. Twitter, Crendor, if you haven't hit your daily allowance of tweets. Twitch TV, Jesse Cox. Twitch TV, Crendor. Instagram, Notorious Cox. Instagram, Crendor was taken. Patreon, Jesse Cox. Patreon, Crendor. YouTube, Warhammer, Crendor. YouTube, Cox Clips. YouTube, Cren Clips. Twitter, TikTok, Jesse Cox, TikTok, Crendor. And probably some other stuff I'm forgetting. That's it.
Okay, that's it for us. Thanks so much. And as always,
Shake the rhino.
do we continue?